something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was
game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Williams. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. Coming into this game, he's among the leaders in the NL in stolen bases, so that tells you enough about this guy's speed. But what it also tells you is he does a pretty good job of getting on base. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And another foul ball. Left side, but well foul. And he fouls this one off. Count remains at 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is a fastball down below the knees.
Hey, this has been an epic at bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Williams will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
That is third. The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Out in front here is this one scorched, foul to the left. The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Just getting started here in Philly. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And it's fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pulled toward right center field. Moving under it, Quinn. And that ends the inning. Giants leave 1. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. Digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. It leads things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played. but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Parra has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, this team has to be hoping that Michael Franco can get some of his mojo back. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
Quinn is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just hung in there on that one. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And now Bryce Harper. He got off to a red-hot start this year and leads the senior circuit in batting over the first half of the season.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
Two out, nobody on. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
And no problem for the former Gold Glover Parra, and that ends the inning. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia with no score. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And while he put up tremendous numbers in the first half, his stats over the last 10 games or so have brought him back down to earth a little.
Yeah, he's certainly slowed. His timing looks a little bit off these last 10 games, but still finding a way to work that one knock a night in there and keep everybody off his back. I think he figures it out pretty quick here.
And Longoria swings and misses. A good pitch there, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Jean Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
Performance, his pace has slowed down a bit, but not to the point where there's any real reason for concern just yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be concerned about it. Anytime you're hovering in that 280 to 300 range for 10 games, you usually feel pretty good about it. The only problem is he had such a great first half, his average has actually dipped a little bit.
Here's Joe Panik. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. In there for strike one. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had
to his right. Hernandez. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
For the Phillies, the catcher,
Here's the first pitch to him.
Rico.
Hit to third. Longoria's there. And the inning begins with a quick out number one.
New age teams, the shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. And despite his success with the bat this year, he's going through a really tough stretch in recent games, batting under the Mendoza line over his last 10.
Yeah, he struggled the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but the sample size in the first half is too big. It's only going to take one swing for him to get right back on track.
Hard hit ball to short, and this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Full count now. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he misses with that one for ball four. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Batting it, the shortstop.
In now, Gene Segura. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he misses it. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Maben moving in. Knocks one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. From the stretch. Runs up and gets this one down. Cueto pauses. Here it is on 0-1. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position. Segura on third. Dominguez at second with one away. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
You know, D-Road, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Here's the 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
And he misses 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper.
Number 3, Bryce Harper.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. At the plate, he's really continued to look great in the second half. Over his last 10 games, hitting over 300.
He's been so consistent all year. His timing, just his presence in the box. It doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Probably going to battle for a batting title the rest of the way.
Nope.
2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Hernandez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Trevor Gott is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping in, JT Realmuto trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down and the inning continues. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw.
The left fielder, Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. He pulls this one into right. Parra is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We've played 2 full. Phillies lead this one 6-0. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy.
The pitcher, Trevor Gott, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. And with a batting average over the 400 mark over his left. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout. Here's Cameron Maybin now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's taken for strike 1.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Maybin, who sometimes goes by the nickname Slim. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency 1 time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
The 1-2. In the dirt here. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. In is Gerardo Parra. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in, Maikel Franco. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's another 0-2. To third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Jean Segura. Here's the first pitch to him. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. One out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. A little bit outside. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Line drive to left. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. So here now's the pitcher, Seranthony Dominguez, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. We mentioned his position in the batting race earlier in the game, and with a batting average above the 400 mark over his last 10 games, it's a little scary to think that he might be getting better as the season wears on. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Here's Buster Posey now as we begin the top of the fourth. Jake Arrieta answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Posey, a 32-year-old veteran who was selected in the first round during the
into an absolute superstar.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it. 1 out.
Up next.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored. A wild pitch. The 1-0 home. Grounded back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. And a low throw as it hops right over his shoulder.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Count even now at 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Segura has it to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They still find themselves down. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. And the spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Digging in once again, Roman Quinn. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Bryce Harper is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0 and the runner back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-0 home. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Maybin on the run. He gets there to put it away, and tagging is the runner from first. Throw into second, not in time. He took a chance tagging up, but made it pay off.
Number 17,
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Runner breaks for third. That's a strike to throw down. He's not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
High in the air out to center field. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Harper has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
the batter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Nick Pivetta takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got a 3-for-5 line.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
3-1 the count now. And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. Liner towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Giants leave a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is popped up. Belt in foul ground. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. And now a pitch on the way. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Digging in to try it again. Nick Williams hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Lifted in the air to center field. Maben is there. He makes the catch as the runner will tag from first. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Stepping into the box, Maikel Franco comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Oh, come on.
Here's the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Line towards center field. Maben is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down quickly go the Phillies. Now to the plate, Buster Posey. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Standing in, Brandon Belt 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And Longoria is going to have himself extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Chris Shaw the next to take a turn at the plate as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Real Muto moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in, Joe Panik. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Now the 2-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. 2 out with the man at first. And he lays off for ball 1. To first. And maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Yangervis Solarte will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Tommy Hunter trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Back goes Harper. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Phillies lead it 6-2. Mark Melancon is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Riding in once again, Gene Segura. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right there for strike 1. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. No home runs as of yet and 17 RBIs. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And it's 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. On to first to complete the double play. So bases empty now after the double play. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Cesar Hernandez. Line drive to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we take a look at the Phillies team leaders, we see he currently sits in 3rd place in that department. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on but fouled off to the left. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Now another 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. 1 left for Philadelphia. They lead it 6. Cameron Maybin. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Taken high and deep to right. Harper looks up. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Buster Posey is at the plate as he watches ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. In there, 1-2 now. Popped up. Real Muto over to his left. 1 out. Now at the plate, Brandon Belt. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Fouled away. Still only 1 out in the inning. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Williams is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now back, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Longoria. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Throw to first or get him easily, and the side is retired. Derek Law is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Here's Bryce Harper now. Despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Parra looks up, and it's gone as they add still another.
Yeah, baby! That's how it's done, son. Bryce Harper, you are the man.
And it's now 7-4.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Sam Dyson will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Now back, first baseman, Rhys.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hoskins behind to count 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Parra makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Softly on the line to third. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Number 5.
Digging in, Nick Williams. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Parra on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now a 7-4 ball game.
2 of them were caught, but 3 good hits. I'll
Stepping
take that.
into the box, Chris Shaw.
3 good
His
solid
last
hits
at-bat
to right
didn't
field.
go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, he's got to
Bryce
make an
Harper was
adjustment.
one.
You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
And he fouls this one off. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way
Man,
to put 2 men.
every
maybe
time I get
3
an
men, put
0-2
some
count on
pressure
these
this
guys
team.
that hit a base hit to left field, or like a little blooper to right. Dang it, I don't understand. I don't get it every time. Jeez.
Stepping in now, Joe Panik. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
0-1 the count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly
Defensively,
what that pitcher wants you to
we
think.
started off
You
great.
have to eliminate the
Then
noise,
little by
Dan.
little.
Just try and drive in
It
the
went
guy
worse,
from
and
third
worse,
base. Don't
and
put
worse, and
pressure
worse,
on
and got
yourself
worse, and
that
got
you have to
worse,
get
and got
everyone
worse.
in with
Every
one swing
damn
of the
time
bat.
something
Pass
happens,
the
and
baton
then
and
we
keep the line
come into
moving.
this crap and this shithole.
So far this
This wreck.
season with runners in
We're gonna blow
scoring
the damn
position,
game.
Vogt
What the heck,
averages a
bro?
hit once every
Watch, he's
4
gonna hit the grand
at-bats.
slam, they're gonna
An
go up by
average at
1.
exactly 250.
Crap, my bullpen is absolutely garbage.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it?
got
And he
good
gets
guys
him
to
swinging.
pitch.
What a big out there as there is now 1 away.
That's the problem.
Standing in,
guys
Cameron
that can do
Maben. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. No balls and 1 strike.
They suck.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner.
That was fair.
Foul.
Yeah.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Come set, the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The set and the 1-2. Ball 2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Here's the 2-2. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Giants leave them loaded. They're on the short end of a 7-4
So there
score.
was 0 hits, then it was 2, then it was 6, now it's 11. What the heck, bro?
Reyes Maranta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Come on, come on, come on.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
For the Phillies, the third baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Belt has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Up next to Philadelphia.
Now at the plate, Gene Segura. Last time through was a base hit. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line to the right side. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Aaron Altair will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Aaron Altair.
Well, Robertson coming into the pitcher tonight, wasn't out.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. They'll check in with an average still south of 230. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. He's set. Now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul.
Let's keep this runner over. 0-2. 1 out. The pitch to Aaron Altair.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider bounces, and that gets away.
First to get the second.
And forget about the double play now. He'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a good. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in standing.
I think that's Segura at second. Yeah. Segura's at second. There's 1 out. 2-2 account. And
now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Close over there at second base. 2 pickoff throws. Didn't put him over.
Set to deal on 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Panic is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
He gets him over. So Bryce Harper's up now.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch.
Bam!
Hit in the air toward left. Shaw has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies strand 1.
That was our last at-bat, so if they really wanted to get a hit, that sucks for them because they fucking suck.
David Robertson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Hernandez is right there. They'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Dick out of his ass and actually went first and covered.
He's set. Here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
0-2.
1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Slider inside, and it's a strike.
Inside with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, really? It's not. It really is, but it's not because this blind bastard
on the ground to second. Hernandez ranging up the middle.
Pitch.
Throw on to first is in time, and the Giants are down to their final out now.
Oh yeah, so stick up my mouth.
Stepping up to the plate, Evan Longoria, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. On a great pitch there, caught in reach, and it's 1-1.
All right, Harry.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Hit back up the middle.
Look at that.
And this is going to be a base hit for Longoria.
Get that goddamn ground ball.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game. But that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
In now, Chris Shaw, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he swings here and sends one in the air, deep down the right field line.
Fuck.
Gone!
You motherfucker. You're so fucking stupid, you dumb fuck. Stupid cunt motherfucker.
Standing in now, Joe Panic, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Right side, but it's well fouled.
Damn, starting pitchers doesn't already. You guys come in and clown around and dick around and
taken cold strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike here for the Giants. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. And he'll make the final effort to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Oh, Bryce Harper, my ass. What the fuck did he do? He didn't do shit. Alright, what's the next game?
Final line for you.